Hi everyone, my name's Anne-Marie. Welcome to this card making project. Today we're going to make a Swivel and Pop card using the Anna Griffin Swivel and Pop Cardmaking Kit. If the dies are your thing, I'm going to make the Swivel and Pop card on Friday using the die set. So hopefully these two episodes back to back through the week will give you an idea of the mechanism used for the Swivel and Pop and just how to create them if you're in doubt. Everything I do use will be listed on my blog. Now in today's episode we're only using the actual card kit and a couple of gold butterflies from the All About Birds and Butterfly die cut set from Anna. Those are the only extras that we use because everything is from the card making kit. Please remember you can always contact me through my blog or through Facebook. Through my blog you can contact me directly via email. There's also the option to take part in my 500th episode of my tutorials, where you can be involved by sending me a message if you've enjoyed my tutorials, if you've got ideas and inspiration from them. So please check the blog for details of that. That episode will be coming up towards the end of April. I'm not going to be able to read out everybody's message. However, please send your messages in because it is always great to hear from you. So as I say, there's details on the blog there. Okay, so let's create something. I wanted to show you the finished card, or roughly the kind of card you can create from the Swivel and Pop card making kit. So this is one of the finished cards that I've created. It's already got the belly band on. I've not decorated the front of it. I've kind of made it as is from the kit because I thought we can do a bit more on Friday when we're using the dies. But for anybody who's maybe just got the kit, you know, this is to show you how. So on my belly band I've fastened it, but I've added a gold butterfly just across the actual seam of it. The belly band will slide off the card. The only extra, I've scored just an extra line just to make it fit my card because I've used some 3D embellishments. So we'll look at that when the time comes when we're making it. So I can slide the belly band off, and then this is where the magic happens. So this is the Swivel and Pop. So we get that full Swivel and Pop. Now I know it's difficult for me to show you on the camera, but you're getting the actual movement there. And it's showing you the top of the card now and the bottom. So it's difficult to get it all on screen. So, but that's how the card will work. Now on the back of the cards there's also the handmade by, where you can fill in your name, and so when you give it to the recipient they will know who's made it for them. The belly band slips back on until somebody slides it off and opens it and gets that wow factor. Now we're going to make one from the kit. So these are just some of the ingredients you're going to need from your kit. You're going to need your belly band. Now you'll see I'm using a different pattern. I'm not going to make one exactly the same as that. We're just going to use different florals on it, but it's the same mechanism. This is the actual section that's going to hold your message and some of your embellishments. This is the section that does the Swivel and Pop in the centre. And then we've got the centre structure of the mechanism. And then we've got the outside of the card. Now you'll notice inside the card it says at the top, step 2, attach connected card insert and swivel page up here. And at the bottom it says, and here use gold line as guide to attach. And there's lines all around the outside of the card to show you where to put that centre section. Now we're going to put this section to one side just for the moment because we're actually going to make the Swivel and Pop, just the centre bit first. So this section is where the sentiment's going to go. And this is the bit that pops out. On the back of it, it says step 1, this side up to attach the card insert face down. And then there's 2 sections at either side with adhesive tape. This side of the actual base for the Swivel and Pop, shall we call it, has got adhesive on the back of it, and it's got score lines running through the centre. Now, I would just fold the score lines, make sure they're nice and well folded at either side, like so. You can use your bone folder to make sure they're nice and sharp. Run it along the edge. And then this section we're going to add to our base section. Now again, the score lines on the Swivel and Pop bit, make sure you've loosened those. Again, you can use a bone folder. So what happens now is we peel off the tape at either side of the actual centre. There we go. Now it's all marked for you on the base, and then we're going to take this section, we're going to turn it over, and where it's marked out as a guide, we're going to position one corner at one side and one at the other, and then we can turn it over and check that it's all going to swivel and pop. So then we make sure we've got our folds in the right place. Just fold it together. Don't be scared. It's going to go slightly to an angle. We're going to push the actual score lines and just manipulate it a little bit so that it folds in and then folds over, and it will all tuck in like that. It just takes you a few seconds to get it tucked in, and then you can see it will pop out. There we go. Now, we've already mentioned that these 2 sides have adhesive on them. Just before I add it to the main card, I'm just going to simply make sure those are nice sharp folds. I'm going to take the card base and then I'm going to attach it one side at a time. And I'm actually going to make sure it's the right way up. I'm going to do the bottom of it first, peeling the tape away. I'm going to put the corner, I've just folded that up with one hand, and I'm going to tuck the corner into the fold, and at the same time I'm marrying the edges up with the guidelines that are on the card, like so. Press it down, and then I'm going to peel off this side of the tape, and I'm going to fold it back, and I'm going to go with the guidelines at the top of the card like that, and just press it down and then fold it together to make sure I've got the movement. Once you've done one, it will be nice and easy. Now we can decorate our card. I'm going to decorate it this way so you can be able to see it, but obviously it will sit that way. So I'm just going to do it on an angle. Now everything I've used is from the card kit, apart from the little girl butterflies. Oh, and the pearls. Sorry, I should have said. So there's some lattice work that we're going to add. These are stickers, so we simply peel the back of them away, and I'm going to add these to the 2 outer sections, I'm going to make sure I've got it the right way around as well. Make sure my handmade by is at the bottom. And lucky me, I have got it upside down in the centre. But we're not going to worry about that. It's just the writing's upside down. We're not going to look at it too closely. You just make sure yours is the right way around. So we've got the lattice and we've got pearls on it, and we're going to add one section to one side, and then I've got another one for the opposite side. And again, they're just from the kit. The pearls are extra, just add them with a little bit of glue. They just add a little bit of 3D texture to it, and we can pop that down like so. And then in the centre we're going to add the 2 sentiments that I've chosen from the kit, and it says, "May all your wishes come true, happy birthday to you." So we're going to add happy birthday to one side, and then we're going to add "May all your wishes come true" to the other side. Simply peel the back of them away and they will stick through the centre. Now we can decorate. So what I've done is I've taken some of the embellishments. These are stickers, so we simply peel the back of the sticker off, and I'm going to add them just one to one side and one of the roses to the other side, like so. Here I'm going to add a large butterfly just to, I think, the top section there. And then at the bottom we're going to add the stickers again from the kit, one to one side, and the same rose as we used at the top, we'll just add that there like so. And then I've got a butterfly, just a tiny butterfly, to go just at the bottom like so. Now for the centre, I've taken 2 of the florals, the stickers that are in the kit, and I've put 3D foam on them, and I'm simply just going to add them just on our sections to the side, like so. We'll have one towards the top and one towards the bottom, like that. And that is the inside of our card made. And you see, as it opens, it's the swivel and pop movement. Now, what we're going to do is make the belly band to go around it, because that will hold it together. The belly band will sit on the outside, and I'm simply going to just make an extra little fold just to one side of the score line and the other, because we've got a few 3D embellishments in there and we just want it to have room to be able to open and close. So we can fasten it at the back, peel off the tape that's already there, and then fasten that while it's around the outside of the card, so that you know that it will fasten over the thickest section. And then I'm taking one of the gold butterflies, I've put double-sided tape on the back of it, and that will just sit over the seam of the join for the belly band. And then that way the recipient can slide off the belly band, open their card and think, wow, that's gorgeous. And that's our card finished. The belly band will slide back on to the card nice and easily, and you have your swivel and pop cards. And it's very similar to the one that we looked at the beginning, and I just hope that it will help with anybody that's struggling with the kit, or maybe you've got the kit and you've thought, oh, I don't really know what to do with it now. I've seen Anna demonstrate it, but I'm struggling to know what to do with mine. So hopefully this will give you a good idea just of how to put it together and how they look. I know I'm not fitting it all in camera. I'll take some nice photos of it and put them on my blog so that you can see it in its entirety. But I just hope that it's given you a good idea of how it works. Now, if you were lucky enough to buy the die set as well, on Friday we're going to make a card very similar to this, showing you how to use the die set to create it. So please join me then. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you next time.